Well, hello. This is Reatha Butler, broker owner of Ashley Garrett Residential Brokerage. We are in February, solid in February. Here's your market review for January 2021. We usually get the numbers within the first week and a half of the month, and I just like doing these informational sessions because one, they allow me to stay in tune with the market, which is my job, right? And then two, I believe it helps my customers, my previous clients, existing homeowners, and just consumers who are interested kind of get a flow with what's happening in the market. So my goal, as always, is to be a reliable real estate resource for you and you, the consumer here in Colorado Springs, El Paso County, and surrounding areas. If you ever have any questions, feel free to email me or text me. My textable number is 719-200-6940, 719-200-6940. You can also find me on Facebook. So let us get started with what's happening here in the market. Okay, let's go back one. So when we come up here to the top, we're looking at the top here where you will see the median sales price for the month of January for homes in existing homes. Now, I focus really on reselling existing homes when I'm in this presentation because it just makes sense. So there are, if you see a difference in numbers between my numbers and others, the bottom line is to ask, are they just solely focused on existing single family residential homes? So just FYI there. At the top here, you will see the median sales price for existing homes in El Paso County end of month January 2021 was $375,000. So $375,000. And so that is a 15% increase over the same time last year, January 2020, where the median sales price was only $325,000. I kind of laugh by saying only. So median price reflects the midpoint in the market. So that's the midpoint in the market. So look at that, $325,000 in January 2020, and now in January 2021, $375,000. The average sales price last month in December, if you recall, if you listen to some other tapes or recordings, was $429,000. The average sales price for existing homes in January of this 2021 was $423,000, seeing a modest drop over last month. But this is a 17.5% increase over last year this time, where the average sales price was, and I can say it now, only $360,000. And wouldn't it be nice, as we look at buyers and out there in the market, wouldn't it be nice to see that level again? I know for me last year, we hadn't really grasped the scope of what was happening with COVID and how we would be entering this market. But there's this is a huge distinction over last year. So next over here, let's look at month supply, 0.4 months supply of homes. As you can see at the 0.41, this is down 61% from last year's total amid level of 1.1 month supply, and up slightly from last month. All this says to us, people, is that at 0.4 months of inventory on the market, it will take less than 2 weeks to sell it all based on the current market activity. 2 weeks. So 6 month supply, 6 to 7 month supply is considered a balanced market for us, but above 6 is a buyer's market and below 6 is a seller's market. So at 0.4, we are what some have termed a bullish seller's market. So that's just something to keep in mind if you are a homeowner and considering to sell. There is not a lot of inventory, and bringing your property on the market right now is actually an advantage to get the highest possible price. Active home trends, if you look here for January, have been trending downward since 2007, 2008, with 2014 being the exception, showing a modest uptick followed by a notable decline. I'm going to show you that on another screen because I had heard that nationwide we had been trending downward in active homes. And so I wanted to see what the January market did. So give me a second to go ahead and get that screen up real quick. So here I just basically grabbed what was happening in January in January 2001 through January 2021. And starting here in 2007, 2008, you went from about 4,000 units around this period. And in 2007, 2008, we had a nice little climb there. And then you started to see a decline. Now, I know we have these ups and downs, but if you look overall, just taking a straight line, we can kind of see what is that overall the market has been trending down. So I brought that up to say nationally, that's what we're seeing. And to say locally, with all the highs and lows over these years, we've kind of lost track that maybe we have been trending down. But the whopper here is where I put this cute little heart, 460. That is significant to us to say that at the end of the month, active homes total were 460 active homes. So in December, it was 379. And so 460 active homes, down from our 2020 numbers right here. Our 2020, 1,190. So that's really, really significant. This supports why you're seeing the increase in average home prices, why the movement in prices overall. And so that's one more sign for sellers who are considering, homeowners that are considering to go ahead and maybe pursue getting into this market if you have intentions on selling. To say that there isn't enough inventory for buyers would be just an understatement. We're not even scratching the surface of buyer demand. So total sales for the 836 units for total sales versus what was 1,215 back in December. So we're pretty much down from last month. So what's next? You look here, El Paso County wide for it should be 2021, my era there, and resell single family. The median price right now is $385,000. The average price is $434,000, and the average days on market are 15. So that's just trying to alert you to a higher trend when you look at the market overall in El Paso County. So what's next? I had the question of, so what's next here? And for El Paso County, the bullish sellers market is expected to continue with a higher average and median sales prices, that trend going upward. And there has to be some leveling off. I'm thinking about it, but right now we're looking to continue this trend pretty much for the near term. So new construction is key, which I don't include these new construction numbers, but new constructions and homeowners on the sidelines, those homeowners that have decided not to sell due to COVID or trying to wait and see what's going to happen politically, the COVID vaccines and things like that, they're waiting. But we anticipate they're going to come off that sideline, and that's going to add additional inventory in the market, which is a benefit for the buyers overall. I don't think it's going to be a true swing from buyers from a seller's market over to a buyer's market, but it will provide more opportunity for buyers to get into the homes that they want, and a little bit more competition for sellers who are coming into the market. Builder demand is high. The builders right now are looking and projecting into June, July to bring on their new portfolio of homes and to open up lots for sale. And they are looking on average a 6-month build out. So if you're in the market and you can't find new construction right now and you wanted to wait till the new inventory came out, you'll probably be waiting until June, July. Also, your home may not be built until the end of December, early January. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing is typically in the summertime, of course, builders are going to increase their prices. And so you're going to end up paying a premium. Well, with labor being really, really tight right now, not a lot of laborers out there in the labor force itself, as well as the inventory, lumber costs and supply costs, the consumer will pay that. And then also the fact that there's not a lot of supply out there coming from just typical resale. You're going to find that the builder is able to increase their price there. So expect to pay more, which is normal, but expect to pay a little bit more because of the different dynamics of the markets. I'm going to touch on buyers real quick because I would like for buyers to be prepared and get your financial house in order if you're planning on buying in the mid period or doing anything in the latter part of the year. It's really important to really position yourself. If you're able to bring cash to a transaction, try your best to do that. If you are not able to write an offer because of cash, consider other things the seller may want. The seller may want more time in the house after selling, or they may want to be able to move really, really fast, which leads me to another point. As you, a buyer, are out there, move from pre-qualification letter to a pre-approval letter. Give your lender everything they need to pre-approve you. And then as you go out and shop, you may be able to give a tighter window for closing because you ask your lender, how long do you really need to close? I need to do something to make distinguish my offer. And I'm saying that thinking that if that's important to the seller, but one of the key things you can always find out is to find out what is really important to the seller. What do they really, really need? Do they need more time? Do they need less time? You may not find that they have a condition of sale someplace, but they may really need to have your offer close out faster because they have another home waiting. So if you can call me on that, there's a lot of detail in that, but the bottom line is being in tune to what the seller needs and working with your lender closely up front to get your pre-approval so that you have a stronger buying position. And you're going to make sure that that pre-approval position is distinct in your offer and that you're just not offering a pre-qualification. Sellers, you remain in the driver's seat as more housing inventory is released, like I said, from homeowners that are not in the market right now, but anticipating to be in the market from new construction. Some also, but not projected to be significant, are people that are currently in forbearance positions. They may find that they're not able to generate enough income in their homes, so that they may have to go ahead and sell. So we have those people that are in forbearance. We're coming up a little bit over a year, under a year in those positions. And people may say, you know what, by the time they tack on what I owe from the last year, I still will not be able to comfortably pay for this mortgage. And so they're going to possibly be coming in the market. Now, we don't anticipate droves of them, but they will have an impact on the number of homes that are coming on the market. So new construction, sellers on the sideline, and potential forbearance people coming on the market. Those are 3 additional, opportunities to increase the inventory, which I just would recommend that as a seller, begin to track what's really happening. Are these numbers that I'm talking about, active homes in the market, are they increasing? Because that means that's your competition. In closing, home prices will continue to rise, not at the same clip that we've seen. Analysts feel like it's going to do a little bit of leveling off. If you are thinking now is a good time to refinance, don't hedge too much. This is a great time to get that done. If you feel like you're going to be staying in your home, go ahead and refinance. Now, you don't always have to refinance and take money out, right? You can refinance, stay where you are, shorten your window out there, or if you need to, lengthen it. Or if you have money that you need to take out for college educations or home improvements, this is a great time to do it. Mortgage applications in January were lower. That meant we were slowing down. Buyers have slowed down, but that's a seasonal type of thing. So we'll see what happens next month. Like I said, mortgage rates remain low. There's a commercial here every time I think about that. That's good. We are looking at job recovery. Increased employment is needed in this marketplace, but we're going to track that and see how the buyers, how the market responds to that. We know that we have the COVID vaccinations rolling out. That may get some of those sideline homeowners more sure-footed about whether it's a good time to sell and move on to the next thing that they have in mind. Stimulus packages, as well as infusion of relief funds, are going to be coming in the market, and they will play a role in how the consumer responds, and particularly how the real estate market responds. And I just like to do this little sidebar statement. Printing money is never free. So we're going to all feel the pinch of that for the most part. First time home buyers in the market due to low interest rates, that is anticipated to continue. I just encourage, if you can, start thinking about bringing money into the market. Save a few $100s here and there. Bring the money into your deal. And if you are in a forbearance situation and you may be considering foreclosure, stay in the driver's seat. That means get a home evaluation. You can do that on my site, Homes for Sale in Colorado Springs.com, Homes for Sale in Colorado Springs.com, or reach out to me directly to get an estimate of your home's value or worth, because you are likely in a very good position to walk away with significant equity that would have not been foreseen 12, 18 months ago. So other than that, I'm just encouraging people, this is a great time. If you've got equity in your house, strong appreciation, if you're even pondering the idea of selling, give me a call. If you're not pondering the idea of selling, but you want to know what your home is worth, give me a call. And tried to go through that pretty fast. That's all I have really for this last month. Everything is pretty much the same, and just the appreciation of property. Buyers are still having a lot of difficulty finding the homes that they want. And if you have any questions, Reatha Butler, Realtor, owner, broker of Ashley Garrett Residential, 719-200-6940, 719-200-6940. And lastly, March Madness Home Review. I am doing my home reviews in March, so reach out to me and I will go ahead and put together for you a customized presentation to talk about your neighborhood, your house, your community, what the estimated value of your home is, let you know what is selling. And an optional piece this year is you can talk with one of my preferred lenders and they will do a mortgage review for you. They will be happy to do that. So all in all, I appreciate your time. I appreciate working with you. Once again, the market review. Take care and have a great, great day.